What's going on, guys? My name's Corey. Welcome to Tynka Time. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be working on this Tao Tao 250. Guy down the street. It's been stored for about a year, so he brought it down. He was trying to tighten the chain up and broke a bolt off, so I had to fix that for him. But I went to go try to start it, and with the Chinese carburetors, y'all know how that works. It's been sitting up, so the carburetor's pretty gunky. So we're going to pull that carburetor off, we're going to throw it on the bench, and I'm going to show you guys how to clean it to make this thing run again. Check it out. Alright guys, there's a few things we got to do to get this carburetor off here. You'll see you got to disconnect the air filter. I already did that yesterday. I just sprayed some carburetor cleaner down in the intake just to see if it would start up. So you got to take that off. There's two 10mm bolts that hold the carburetor to the intake manifold. So two 10mm nuts there we'll take off, one on each side, and then we need to loosen this screw up to get this choke cable out of here, and then unscrew the top of the carb right here. That just unscrews, and then the fuel line will come off, and then that carburetor will be out of there. So I'm going to do that, and I'll meet you guys back up at the bench. Alright guys, I got the carburetor off here. So we're just going to go through and clean it. This is a carburetor straight from the factory. So you'll see that the bolts that are normally here to holding your float bowl on are, they make them like tamper-proof, so you can't get in here. So we have to drill these 3 screws out, and then I have some old screws here from a previous carburetor that I took apart, and we'll replace these tamper-proof screws with regular screws. Now the air screw adjustment, same thing. So it's like tamper-proof. There's no way to adjust it. That's just how you're gonna have to deal with it. So we'll go ahead and drill these out, and we're gonna use just a standard number 40 drill bit. And then at Harbor Freight, you can get these kind of easy out deals. So they kind of drill and extract at the same time. So this is the one I'll be using, just to show you what it looks like. So we'll go ahead and just start drilling. Should be good enough on that one. You just want to make sure that you're in the center of it. Could use a punch to make sure, because you don't want to drill into the bowl. And don't go too far. I'm just drilling enough to get my easy out in there. That one kind of went off to the side a little bit, but hopefully we can still get it. You want to run these in reverse, these easy outs, so when it grabs, it pulls it right out. Let's start with this one here. Maybe I can show you guys a little bit. And then backs them right out. That's what you get. These easy outs work really good. I know everybody hates Harbor Freight, but for $2.99 you can get a whole set here, and when they work that well as that just did, it makes it all worth it for $2. So they might break on you. There's the other one. And one more. This one kind of went off to the side a little bit, but no match for Harbor Freight, baby. All right, see, that just paid for itself right there. $2.99. So let's pop this. I'm expecting to see some gunk in here. Actually, not like, that's very clean. I was gonna think if it was gunked up, I was gonna put it in an ultrasonic cleaner. But as you can tell, it's very clean. So I'll just spray everything out, and hopefully that works. But I'm gonna walk you through the process of tearing this all apart. So let me get these metal chips off the bench here, and so let me clean up a bit, and I'll be right back, and we'll take this thing apart. Alright guys, so first thing I want to do, we want to take this float off here. So we'll just push this pin out, just like that. And then when you lift it up out of here, your needle will come out with it. That looks like. So you can see there is some debris in here, and when we pull these jets out, we'll see if that's what the problem was here. So you just grab a flat tip screwdriver. This here's your main jet, and this will be your idle jet, the smaller one. Pull this out. These can break real easy, and a lot of times you'll see when you're trying to pull that main jet out, the big part comes out with it. So I'll grab a wrench here. And you could just hold these up to the light. This one is, I don't know if you guys can tell or not. I mean, you can see light through it, but not as much as you should be able to. There is, look like some varnish in there, so we'll spray that out. Back this out, the part that wanted to come out with the main jet. Spray that out. I like to make sure there's all kinds of holes in there, so I like to make sure those are all clear. And finally, you can pull your idle jet out. This one is the one that gets clogged up the easiest because the hole's so small, and it's clogged up as well. So what we'll do is we'll be spraying carburetor cleaner through the main jet here, through the idle jet. We'll make sure the passage from the inlet where the needle sits is clear, so it should come spraying out of your inlet. And this carb was leaking pretty good when he turned the fuel on, and you can, like I said, I don't know if you guys can see down in there or not, but there is some debris down in there, so that's what was causing the leak. But we'll just go spray this out, and then we'll hit it with compressed air, and then we can, once it's all clean, we can put it back together. Alright guys, I just got done cleaning this out. Looks a little better. One thing I did want to remind you guys, on the air filter side, there's these two holes here. So when I always spray carburetor cleaner in through here, and then I take compressed air with a rubber tip and blow this way, and it'll come out of these here. So we want to make sure those are clear as well. So you can put air through this way, that way. I spray air in here, down the inlet, just to blow both ways, just to make sure that passage is clear. But this thing's ready to put back together. So so we'll start by dropping this here and in there. We'll run that down. Don't tighten this stuff too tight. You don't want it to back off, but this casting here is very brittle, so you don't want to overdo it. And your main jet just goes in there on top of that one. Your idle jet, drop down right here. It's a good idea to look at this rubber tip here, make sure there's nothing on it. This one looks pretty decent shape. So we'll stick it back in. So the way this works is there's a tang here, right here. So this needle just hangs on there. You slip it over that tang, and it'll hang there. So we'll just drop it in. And then we can shove this pin back in. One test I like to do, you can blow, put your mouth on this and blow, and see if that the air is getting cut off when you lift the float up. Tell you if you're getting a good seal or not. So that's working good. Float bowl back on, it's all clean in there. Just slip that on there, and we'll use these screws that I pulled out of the drawer. Alright guys, we got the carburetor put back on and it's ready to fire up, so let's see how it goes. See if what we did fixed it. And just like that, guys, even the smallest amount of little dirt in your carburetor will keep this thing from running. Yesterday it would not start unless I sprayed carburetor cleaner down it. So you see how clean it was, and it just happened to be the little tiny piece of varnish or dirt will cause big problems. So it also did have a fuel leak. Remember, there was some varnish in the needle seat. Clean that out. It's not leaking anymore. So this thing's good to go, ready to go back to the customer. One more thing I wanted to touch on, guys. When you're dealing with these Chinese carburetors, there's really only like 3 or 4 styles of them. So if you're looking for one for your machine, my best recommendation, VMC Chinese parts. They have good prices. Amazon Prime, good prices. eBay, they all have them. So pretty much for like your 110 or even your 50s, your 110s, your 125s, they more than likely use one of these 2 carburetors right here. It's the PZ19 and the PZ20. PZ19 has the round bowl, so that's pretty much what you're looking for there. It's the bowl shape. So PZ19 has a round bowl, and this one has more of like a rectangle bowl on it, the 20. And you can notice that this, the cap is larger than the 19. So if you're trying to figure out which one you need, really just look at the bowl size on your old carburetor and just order one to match that. I have another one sitting out here just to show you that, you know, there's a lot of them out there. So this one here, that's the PZ19 round bowl. So this is the 250 that we just worked on. It's got the square bowl, but that's actually a PZ27 carburetor. 250s use a bigger carburetor. So I have another pit bike back here. That's the PZ19. You can tell by the float bowl. My other pit bike there has an upgraded Mikuni carburetor, so that one don't really count. So, but I got one more thing back here I'll show you guys, just to show you that they're all the same. I have this little go-kart back here that I just picked up. We'll be troubleshooting this one in the videos. But if you look at this carburetor, that's that round bowl PZ19. So they're everywhere. They pretty much all use the same carburetors. So just look for the float bowl style. You'll be all right. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I kind of showed you a little bit of all the different styles of sizes of four-wheelers, and their carburetors are pretty much all the same. So if you're looking for one, just look at that float bowl and that'll tell you which one you need to get. Hope you all are staying safe with this coronavirus. I'm off work today, so this is how I'm getting able to tinker around on this. It's Wednesday. But don't forget to subscribe and like, and we'll see you guys next time.